Thank you for joining today. This is a session of introducing openstatsware, who we are and what we built together, presented by Daniel. And I don't think introduction is needed for Daniel, but please let me introduce him briefly. And Daniel is co-founder of Arconis and, of course, APAC Track event lead. He used to work for Roche and Google, and he is an expert of statistics. So today he's going to talk about his working group mission and objective, future landscape of his team. Okay, Daniel, it's over to you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Yuichi. So, hi everyone. Nice to see you here in this little talk on openstatsware. And just because Wei Hong just talked before me, so I'm kind of the opposite because I grew up in Germany and now I live in Taiwan. So I just wanted to have to say as a fun fact. So I'm gonna quickly talk about what is openstatsware. What did we work on so far, and then some quick outlook. And then maybe you have some questions or ideas at the end. It would be really awesome. Please let me know at the end. So what is openstatsware? This is our nice little hex sticker. We formed as a group in August 2 years ago, 2022. We are an official working group of the American Statistical Association Biopharmaceutical Section, or short ASA BIOP. We are also a special interest group now of the European Federation of Statisticians in the Pharmaceutical Industry, or short EFSPI. So we are associated with both of these organizations. And we have across industries, so across pharma and also, let's say, more vendor or CRO companies, we have 58 members currently from 37 organizations. So has been growing quite a bit in the last over the last 2 years. And if you haven't seen it, please head over to our homepage, openstatsware.org, to have a look what is available. And we also welcome new members to join. So here also very important to mention that we have every month we have also a meeting that is very friendly for the Asia Pacific time zone. So you can really join when you are in this region. You can definitely join like me, and you don't need to stay up late in the night. And then every month we also have a meeting for the Americas and Europe, Africa time zones. So it's really a global group right now. So what was the motivation for us to found this working group? As we all know, open source software is increasingly popular in biostatistics. So we have seen a rapid uptake of these novel statistical methods through the use of R packages and the like. And this, of course, provides us unprecedented opportunities for collaboration. So if we, for example, compare where we are now here in this Iron Pharma conference, for example, exchanging knowledge and so on online across the globe, that's of course a very different situation than what we had maybe 20 years ago in 2004, let's say. We also see an increased transparency of methods and implementation, although maybe the caveat is, after the keynote about AI today, maybe some of these AI methods, it's not really clear whether anybody really understands what's going on. So that's another kind of story. On the other hand, in addition to this uptake and increasing popularity, we see, of course, also different, let's say, software maturity, different software quality, different stages of development of ideas, right? And it's important to realize that there is nobody on the CRAN team, for example, who checks, let's say, statistical properties or who checks that things have been coded correctly or anything like that, right? This just doesn't exist there. And there's in particular also no industry standard yet, but we will talk about that for assessing the quality of R packages. But on the other hand, of course, reliable software for core statistical analysis is very important, is paramount. So what did we contribute here? We wanted to have as objectives for a working group to first engineer selected packages that fill important gaps in the landscape, right? And then, of course, also to promote these tools. Second, we want to develop good software engineering practices for these statistical software packages and promote the use of these practices. And third, of course, we communicate and collaborate with other initiatives, including via the R consortium. So what work streams are there for package development? So which packages have we developed? There is for the mixed models for repeated measures. MMIM, we developed the MMIM-R package for frequentist inference in MMIM. For the Bayesian MMIM, we also developed the BRMS.MMIM-R package. For the HTA, Health Technology Assessment, the work stream developed the MIC plus R package for matching adjusted indirect comparison, or short MIC. And we also have for Bayesian safety signal detection, we developed the safety signal detection.jl Julia package. So that was actually the first non-R package, implemented here in Julia. So that also you can see a wide variety here over these 2 years. We developed 4 of these packages, 3 in R, 1 in Julia, different applications, but we collaboratively, people develop this together. Then what about the best practices? We had a workshop, or we have a workshop, Good Software Engineering Practice for R packages, or kind of on a world tour since last year, and we are teaching the hands-on skills and tools to engineer reliable R packages. So the topics are clear, so R package structure, what's the good workflow, how do we ensure quality, control the versioning, collaboration, publication, and also Shiny development. And we had last year 5 events, and we had this year already 4 events, and including this Monday, last Monday, online here at R and Pharma APAC track. Also here, I want to mention the OpenStats guide as a new development. So it's a small and concise set of recommendations for package developers. It is a little bit opinionated, but aims to be based on experienced majority opinions. So the focus of this recommendations are developers of statistical packages, whereas on the other hand, users might just find validation frameworks more valuable for them. It's really primarily for statistical packages, so we're not talking about plotting or data wrangling or APIs or whatever. And the principles are pretty generic, so they can be used across functional data science languages. So R, Python, and Julia examples are given, and the concrete tools are already mentioned there as examples. So this is how it looks like when you head over to openstatsware.org. You can click on the guides and you get to the OpenStats guide. We versioned this, we have a publication date. It's very easy to remember with this kind of mnemonic bridge sentence. So developers value tests for longevity. So the D stands for documentation, the V for value stands for vignettes, the test stands for itself, 4 stands for functions, software stands for style, and longevity stands for life cycle. And for all of these 6 buckets, we have here the corresponding recommendations. And you see it's very short documentation here, just these 3 bullets. And then you have concrete tool examples. Okay, now it's because of this inline web page. I cannot click on this, but then you can see the different tools here for the different languages. So it's really short, and at the end we also have a comprehensive list of references, which then lead you on to further reading material. Okay, so we hope that this can be very useful for the community. Okay, so quickly going to the long-term perspective for wrapping up. Software engineering is a critical competence. A lot of work still needs to be done regarding this best practices adoption in biostatistics community. And we hope that this will improve the way and really improve efficiency, reliability, and lastly, the innovation within biostatistics. So as next steps, you could consider joining the Effective Statistician Conference invited session that is organized by openstatsware. Please you can have a look. We will also relaunch the CRAN task view on clinical trials soon. And we're also considering to write a Shiny app development guide, which will then complement the OpenStats guide. So thanks a lot, and we'll be happy to take any questions.